Why is a work boot with a shank more comfortable when I'm doing shovel work and digging? Hi guys, it's Kent here and I'm the podiatrist from Docpods and Ergonx, and we've had a question come in to ask, why is the work boot with a shank more comfortable when we're doing shovel work? It's a great question, and basically it's quite a simple one. So if we have a look at a work boot like the Ergonx Elements work boot here that has a shank, if we think about a shank, and this one's actually got a shank and a stiff board. So what that does, the shank sits in between this region here, and if we imagine it just like a stiff piece of steel, it's not steel, but it's, if we think of it like that, it's really quite a stiff material, sits in there, and then on top of that we've got another stiff board that sits on top of that to add stiffness between the heel and the ball of the foot. So what that does, it means that our boot will only bend as we're walking in the right location, which is through the joint of your big toe. So when we're doing shovel work, usually we're digging on the edge of the shovel, and we're putting our boot on there and it's pushing the shovel into the ground. So if we use a boot that allows the foot to bend right through the middle of the arch, you can imagine if this is the edge of the shovel, our foot will be bending and conforming around the shovel, and it's not meant to bend that way. So basically this will replicate an overuse injury when we're walking. So when our arch bends that way, our foot isn't meant to bend like that. So by using a work boot with a shank, what it does is essentially stiffens from the heel to the toe. So when you put your foot on the edge of the shovel, the boot, shank and the stiff board will be doing the work to keep your foot flat, so it won't be bending around the shovel, and it'll create less strain and less wear and tear on the joints of the foot. So that's the reasons why we use a shank and a stiff board in our boots, because it rests your foot, and it also helps to rest your foot if you're doing ladder work or just in general walking. Your foot will be more comfortable if we use a work boot with a shank and a stiff board, because it rests the foot and makes it more comfortable across the workday. So thanks for the questions. I hope this has answered your question, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.